What's up, my beautiful people? How you all doing? So today's little dealio is we gotta fix the 328. So I guess last night I just had it shut down on me, just randomly cut out, and ran the code with the tablet that I showed you guys. It's super convenient having that, and it came up to be a crank position code. So we gotta go ahead and replace this. Hard to do with the camera in my hand, guys. Gotta replace this beautiful piece. It's about $130, $140 for this little plastic piece, and let me tell you, it's literally as big as my two fingers, literally, even smaller, honestly. But $130, $140 for this. I'm sorry, but that's it's not even OEM. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna go OEM. I love to drive my car, and it has a lifetime warranty on it. So if it ever goes wrong, I'll just replace it. But yeah, just can't believe it's $130, $140 for this piece. It's a little plastic piece. Freaking aftermarket parts are taxing like BMW. Shit. But yeah, so I'll show you guys where the location of that of the crank sensor is. It's in a super weird spot. There's a lot of people that do it, take off the manifold, and there's some people that find another route, which is obviously take off the power steering reservoir, the air box, the intake boot. Obviously ours Mishimoto one because we replaced it, you know. It runs amazing. Throttle response, I don't feel a lot of power difference, but throttle response is on point. Sound a little better, but once we complete the full intake, it's gonna sound beautiful. But yeah, I'm gonna flip you guys around right now and I'll show you exactly try to get you the exact location of where the crank sensor is. The sensor is actually, well, honestly, it's not really visible. I believe it's right down here somewhere underneath the starter. So most people actually take off the manifold, the air box, the boot, power steering, all that, the necessary wires, and pull that out, and it's right there. You can see it. But we're gonna try to accomplish something that not everybody does. There are some people that do it that way. I've seen a couple of videos on it. Whoever posted those videos, thank you. I appreciate it. I did like your videos though. We're gonna try to accomplish that. But yeah, well, another thing is that we got, oh, look at this beauty. Beautiful. We got, not the four-wheeler, guys, not the four-wheeler. All right, we got the beautiful Megan Racing strut bar. Can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun. Hopefully, we gotta do, after we get the crank sensor done, we'll take it for a spin. We're gonna see if we can find some curvy roads. There's really not any curvy roads around here, so what we're gonna do is just take it for a spin somewhere. If we can find some, awesome. If not, then we'll just go for a regular drive. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get all the necessary tools set up, and I'll show you what tools you will need, and we'll go from there. And these are all the necessary tools. I might be missing some, I'm sorry. This is a wild guess. I'm assuming this is all that's needed. But gloves, don't want to get your hands dirty. We got a towel in case you spill some power steering fluid out of the reservoir in accident. Some e-torque sockets. A lot of extensions because we're trying to avoid taking off the throttle body. Not the throttle body, I apologize, the manifold. A bunch of extensions, so I'm going to try with the 3/8. If that doesn't work, it's maybe too big. I know people accomplish with that, but maybe I can make it easier by going 1/4 inch drive instead of 3/8. And then this guy to grab it, so I hope we don't lose the bolt. And some swivels, and part itself, obviously, and then 3 different keys. I know you guys wondering why 3 different keys. Well, in case I need another part, I have 3 different cars I can choose from. So obviously this one's out. I got that one. If that one doesn't start, we got the Mobile all the way in the back. But yeah, should be fun. I'm not really excited for this, but let's get this done. And let the process begin. So we're gonna start off by 10mm. We're gonna remove the 2 bolts holding the intake box. After the intake box, we're going to remove the air duct, power steering bolts. The power steering, we're going to move it over, and then we're going to take off the Mishimoto intake boot. But I don't think you guys want to wait, so we're going to just skip to when everything is off. Bam, everything is off. Now the next step is to remove this back cowl. So they're all 8mm on my 335. On my 335, there's actually a sensor right here, but on this one there isn't. So the only sensor on this one you gotta watch out for is just take this one, twist it to the right, or no, actually, yeah, is it to the right? There we go, yeah, to the right, push it out. There should be a little, it's underneath that piece. So I'm gonna take that. There's a little clip in the back right here. Push that up. There's a little clip right here as well. Push that up, and that'll come off. Then we'll go ahead and set that to the side over here with the airbox. Then we'll come back here, and then, as I was telling you, a little sensor right here. Push it back and tuck it right back there so it doesn't break. We're Gucci. But yeah, all these are 8mm, holding the cowl back there, and it'll should just come right off. But what you need to do first is unclip right here, unclip the harness, unclip that, take all those wires, pull it out, and then you'll be able to start removing the cowl. So let's fast track to when all that's removed and we're ready for that crank sensor. We got it all off. So after you get this last harness removed from this bracket piece that is on the car right here, yeah, sorry, right there. So you unclip that piece, there's 3 of them, unclip them and just pull it out. And then once you got all the necessary bolts off the cowl itself, you should be able to pull it right off.
Hi, how's it going?
Okay, how you doing?
Good.
Then it should be tucked somewhere back there. I think I see it, but you can't see it on camera. It's difficult to video something like this, but at least hopefully I can get you guys to a, sorry about that. Hopefully I can help you guys at least get it to somewhat so you don't have to take off the whole manifold. So we're gonna try it out. Let's see how this works. It's gonna be hard doing it on camera since I don't have anybody here to hold it, and tripod's not good enough to do that. So we'll be back and instead get it out. Like that, everything's put back together. I wish it was that easy for me, guys, where just like a snap of a finger, or you know, a pause a video and just go to another intro. I wish it was that easy for me, but I spent hours on this. But everything's finally put back together. Now is the moment of truth. And everything's put back. Now the moment of truth to see if this is gonna do some hard cranks or is it gonna be good? I'm just not 100% sure if you need to reset the engine light. So I'm assuming you have to reset the code and then try a tight squeeze. But we're about to find out. All right, let's do this. Let's see if the car will start okay. So far, so good. Let's see if we have any codes. So we got O2 sensor and crankshaft position. Let's go back and let's do that again. Okay, it's gonna load now. 13%. 2 errors. Car started good. Didn't have a hard crank. I'm assuming that is A+. After that, I'm gonna let it warm up. See if I can figure out if it's leaking or anything like that. I made sure it was snug tight. So, and then we got a battery issue now. I think it's because I left that actually plugged in. As you can see, my hand is completely torn apart and swollen, trying to get my hand in there to make sure everything is kosher. Clear and fault codes 70%, 80, 93, completed. Boom. Let's start the baby. Nice start. Check engine light's still on there. Let's see if we can read the codes. That's O2 sensor. So that one came back. I know I have to replace the O2 sensor. That's next, but hopefully it doesn't come back. So far, so good. Yeah, mission success. Perfect. No fault codes other than the O2 sensor, which that's fine. We're gonna get to that next. We're gonna let this guy run. Hopefully the battery will charge up. So far, so good. I got a squeaky belt. I don't know why it's done that. It's always been like that, but yes. We're back to my beautiful face. But yeah, she's running good, guys. No issues so far. Beautiful, bellissimo. Love it. Super happy to get this car back up and running. Obviously, it's been down only for a day, but to me, if a car's down for a day, feels like a decade. But running beautifully. O2 sensor we have to get addressed. That's not a big deal. I have one on order. But other than that, check engine light will be gone and no light whatsoever. I do have a TPMS light, but I already coded it out, but I have to remove the disconnect the module in the back, which I think I might do after this. It's not necessary to do a video on that, but yeah, guys, I'm super happy to get this car back in a row, and I'm gonna give it a little spin. Take it for a little spin, I should say. Get that battery charged up because I left that OBD thing in the back turned on actually at the OBD port. So I'm gonna unplug that, let it run for a while, take it for a spin, see how she runs. God, I'm so excited. A decade feels like a day for me. But on the next video, guys, we're gonna be unpacking that guy. Lane Racing strut, front strut bar. Super excited to get that engine bay looking a little bit more clean, looking a little cleaner with that little touch of aluminum billet over the cover and whatnot. I know there's some iffy parts about this, is that it covers the oil cap, but I had the same thing on my 335i. It covers up the oil cap, and literally all you have to do is, you still have enough room to pop open the oil cap and just put a small little funnel in between, and then pour your oil that way. There's some ways to do it. There's ways to go around it. But yeah, super excited, guys. But yeah, perfect, guys. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Please make sure to subscribe, turn that notification bell on, like the video if you guys liked it. So I appreciate that, and most importantly, be humble, guys. Be grateful, thankful, the whole 9 yards. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.